round trip, and you get to land at the bottom of the canyon.
Yeah.
Out here, we're restricted. We're not allowed
Yeah.
to land.
And so you just have the waypoints sit on there, and you just follow those, right?
Yeah, and we don't really need them. They're visual. Like
yeah, I mean, pretty much just follow
the slash is just that red mark in the hill up there.
Okay.
But I do that in case I'm ever out here and the fog's closing in on me.
Gotcha.
That these points, I specifically set them so they're out in the middle, so I'm not near the rocks. I haven't ever had to use them, but it's just a precaution.
Yeah, I mean, I always wonder, how did helicopter pilots deal with IMC? You just turn on the autopilot, and that's pretty much the only way, right?
We don't have them.
Oh,
no.
Really? So you have to avoid them?
Yeah, you don't go into it. I mean, this is set up for it. We don't have an ILS. I mean, I've got the instruments I need to get out of bad weather.
Yeah.
And we go through that. Our emergency procedures include climbing up out of the clouds and going south to the next airport.
Gotcha.
But IMC in a helicopter, the workload, the single pilot IFR is
probably just insane.
It is insanely busy. It
Yeah.
is so difficult. To give you an idea, you were talking about an autopilot. We don't have autopilots because with an airplane, one computer can run an autopilot.
Yeah, you basically
with the helicopter,
the turn-based, turn-coordinated-based one, it's pretty simple, yeah.
Yeah, with the helicopter, it takes 3 computers. It costs $1 million to put an autopilot on a helicopter.
Wow. Crap.
So yeah, there's very few of them. You get into really big ones and you'll find them. And ships that fly a lot of IMC, they have them like in Seattle, places like that where IMC is a daily event.
Like monuments, so it's so unreal, the stones.
Like what?
Monuments?
Oh, I thought you said watermelons. Wow, so cool. Those are big trees.
Yep. Much different forest environment on this side of the canyon.
just coming from fixed wing, this is just so incredible being able to get so close to this stuff.
Oh yeah. I have a cousin that has a fixed wing plane. He's got a 172, and we were flying across Wyoming and in rising terrain, and the clouds were coming down, and I was flying for a short stretch, and we're getting lower and lower and lower, and he's getting really nervous.
Yeah.
And then he finally looks at me and he goes, "Oh, you're a helicopter pilot. You're used to being down here." These rocks that you see out on the right side here are coconino sandstone. That is a very unique layer in the canyon. It was produced when this area was a desert. If you look at the layers, you'll see they're at an angle. That is the way the wind laid the sand on the sand dunes.
Oh, wow. And I'm guessing also your obstacle clearance like minimums are much, much lower than a fixed wing. For example, like mine is like instead of 1,000 feet, 500 feet above, you probably can get pretty close to stuff, right? Like,
well, ours are in class Gulf. We're just see and avoid, clear clouds, see and avoid. Yeah, we've got, because we can slow down.
Yeah.
You know, we
can
avoid
slow
obstacles.
down and stop. Yeah. Whereas
don't try anything.
How you doing, Moita?
I'm okay.
This is just amazing. Wow. Hey, coming from this side, you actually see snow on the rock side. So this is all golf out here, or is it Class Echo?
This is actually, well, it's golf, but it's within the SFAR,
Okay.
So it's a special regulation thing.
Gotcha.
And we follow 135 requirements.
Which is even stricter. So.
It's actually, the minimums are lower. If you look down to the right, you see this Black Rock Canyon that leads down to the river. Also on the left out here on the bottom of the canyon, you can see the black rock. That is granite and Vishnu schist. That's some of the oldest exposed bedrock on the planet. It is estimated to be about 2 billion years old.
Oh, wow. Just get down there, yeah. Never noticed that before. Huh.
Yeah, that plateau that sits on top of the black rock is the first oceans that had plant life in them.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
When that granite was laid down, Earth was just a rock chunk spinning around the sun with nothing on it.
I mean, you really get a sense of history here.
Oh, yeah.
It's incredible. So cool.
Down to the right where the Black Rock Canyon meets the river, you can see a set of rapids. We're over a mile above the river, so it doesn't look like much from here, but that's one of the roughest rapids in the canyon. And it's a Class 5, and the waves are 12 feet high.
Wow.
Or 4 meters. If you look off to the right in the distance, you see the mountains out there?
Yep.
That's out towards Vegas. Vegas is away on the other side of that. Those mountains are about 125 miles away. And the canyon goes out towards them, makes a left turn, and goes right on around them.
Really, just because of the rock formation there, or is it just...
It's just the uplifting.
Yeah.
You know, the mountains were formed, but the
Yeah.
canyon was cut through, and it keeps
Gotcha.
on going.
It really would have been a shame if we didn't see the canyon this way.
This is definitely the way to see it.
I mean, because everybody told me, I mean, number one, make sure you get the one with the nice helicopters, Maverick. I mean, because on the flight down here, one of the guys was like, yeah, go with them, they're awesome. And
Yeah.
And it's like, it's expensive, but it's so worth it.
Yeah, the other companies are still flying the Bell 206s, which, you know, a lot of them have been here in the canyon here for 35 years.
Yeah.
Same aircraft. Down here on the left, you can see this last slope before it drops into the bottom of the canyon. There's a hiking trail coming down the hillside there.
Yeah.
So would a 206 be much louder than this? Because this is pretty quiet.
They're louder. This has quiet technology on it. This is 20 decibels quieter than our standard helicopter.
Oh, wow.
And this helicopter is about 10 knots faster on the top end. And just better all around. It's better visibility, better seating. The technology is awesome.
Yeah.
You know, they don't even compare.
Well.
Wacht, is er mijn broer
Oh,
abziehen?
you can take off your glasses? All right, let me zoom out, make sure I get it. Do we have all of this?
Ja, danke.
Family. I should get him with them.
I must say, when we went last time, I wasn't that nervous. I don't know what it is.
You're nervous?
Yeah, it's
Well
just,
done.
I guess it's getting older.
As we come around the corner here, I'll have to make several radio calls. I'll be busy for a few minutes and get back with you as quick as I can.
Okie dokie.